Crypto arbitrage is when you buy Dogecoin for 8 cents at one place and sell for 9.2 cents at another. When you buy XRP for 67 cents and sell for 78. When you buy ETH for $2,078 and sell for $2,435. And you do it again and again, making a profit on the price difference instantly. There are opportunities where you can buy some crypto for $1 and sell it for $2. Wow. Mind blown. Mind blown. Yesterday, YouTube was like, hey V, check this out. There is a content gap on this topic. Crypto arbitrage, Binance arbitrage, XRP. Like viewers can find results for their searches or they are not happy with what they found. So maybe you want to make a video about that because the demand is high. My first thought was, why is the demand for this from retail investors, more precisely from non-professional traders, high? My second thought was, what's wrong with the videos that already exist? Then I watched one, and another, and then another, and here we are. I'm going to tell you how money is really made in arbitrage, but I warn you that you may not like what you're about to hear. The most important lesson, the main lesson, the epic lesson you can't go on without is this. A good arbitrage is one that no one knows about.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make.
If someone tells you where to make money on arbitrage, it's either not good arbitrage anymore or it's a scam. So all these videos that YouTube told me the viewers weren't happy with are either nonsense or luring people to places where their money is stolen. I'm not saying there aren't some useful videos on this topic here, I just haven't found it. In order for you to understand why arbitrage is no longer good if someone tells you about it, I'll explain it like this. First, arbitrage is competitive trading. This means that everyone jumps in where they see an opportunity to make money and whoever is the fastest takes the profit. There is no financial logic for someone to tell you about a great arbitrage opportunity because they can take advantage of it themselves. Second, let's say that in place A, Dogecoin costs 8 cents and in place B, it costs 9. I, doing arbitrage, will buy Doge for 8 cents and create a buying pressure in that place, which will inevitably raise the price, for example, to 8.5. At the same time, I will sell those Dogecoins that I bought at place A at place B for 9 cents and create selling pressure that will lower the price to 8.5. This means that I equalize the prices at places A and B through arbitration, and that opportunity no longer exists. If I make a video to tell you how you can do the same before I do the arbitrage, it would be against my financial interest. And if I make a video after doing the arbitrage and thus equalize the price, it means that I make the video turn clicks, not to help you. So, I must reiterate one more time. Do not use the peer-to-peer markets recommended to you in existing videos, as some of them are proven scams. They trick people by making deep fake videos as advertisements on social networks, pretending to be endorsed by Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Mr. Beast, and others. The reality is that when you send money to their platforms, they simply steal it from you. Now, it's time to tell you how money is really made in arbitrage. We'll start from spatial geographical arbitrage. Spatial arbitrage is a method by which a trader profits from the price difference in different geographical locations. This, of course, involves buying some cryptocurrency in a region where the price is low and selling it in another where the price is higher. These opportunities exist for a variety of reasons, such as regulation and market accessibility. Sam Beckman-Fried claims that this is how he made a lot of money before he opened FTX, doing arbitrage between Western countries and Asia. That's what he said. Centralized exchanges arbitrage involves buying some cryptocurrency on one exchange where the price is lower and selling that currency on another exchange where the price is higher. Since the prices on different exchanges, which have a lot of volume, are similar, this way of making profit is difficult and involves the mandatory use of bots, having money on all exchanges at the same time, both crypto and fiat. But more about that later. Triangular arbitrage is a little more complicated than the previous ones, but it's not a problem to understand. It involves 3 different cryptocurrencies on the same exchange. For this, it is also necessary to have bots and careful price monitoring. It goes like this. Let's say you start with some stablecoin, USDT for example. For 40,000 USDT, you can get 1 Bitcoin. For 1 Bitcoin, you can get 500,000 Dogecoin. And for 500,000 Dogecoin, you can get 40,100 USDT. Decentralized arbitrage takes place on, decentralized exchanges, which, unlike centralized ones, use liquidity pools and automated market makers, and therefore can have much more and better opportunities for earning. Since different decentralized exchanges have different liquidity pools, a discrepancy in the price of the same cryptocurrency often appears. However, the problem that arises here is that the difference in price must be large enough to cover the cost of network transactions and slippage. Hybrid arbitrage involves buying some crypto on a decentralized exchange at a cheaper price and selling that crypto on a centralized exchange at a higher price, and vice versa. As in the previous method, here too it's necessary that the price difference is sufficient to cover the transaction costs plus the deposit, if any, and withdrawal fees imposed by centralized exchanges. Peer-to-peer arbitrage. P2P platforms allow people to trade cryptocurrencies directly without the need for intermediaries. Actually, this is not entirely true, considering that many of these platforms, such as Binance, P2P, provide escrow accounts with the help of which trading takes place. Arbitrage on P2P markets takes place when a trader finds a seller who sells some cryptocurrency on one P2P market at a lower price and then immediately sells it on another P2P market at a higher price. There are several problems here. First, it takes time to find a seller who is willing to sell at a price below the market rate. Second, the volume is much lower than on exchanges and you cannot buy more than the seller is selling. This limits profit making. Third, P2P platforms are full of scammers, so special caution is necessary. Flash loans, arbitrage. This arbitrage is difficult, so it's mostly done by professionals. Flash loans allow you to borrow assets without collateral for a single transaction if you return the money within the same transaction. This usually means a few seconds or a few minutes. Hence the name flash loans. The whole thing is done with the help of smart contracts. Arbitrage with the help of flash loans implies, like the previous ones, buying cryptocurrencies somewhere at a cheaper price and selling them somewhere at a higher price. But the most profitable arbitrage, considering that you can borrow a lot of money using flash loans, can be lending at a higher interest rate at one DeFi platform, for example at 4%, and taking the same sum loan at a lower interest rate on another DeFi platform, for example at 3%. The profit is found in the difference between the interest earned at 4% and the interest paid at 3%, minus the flash loan interest and fees. At the end of the day, when the money is returned to you from the DeFi platform where you gave the loan, you return the money to the platform where you borrowed. But this must be carried out flawlessly. Otherwise, if you do not return the borrowed money in full in the same transaction, the transaction is reversed and the money is returned to the lender. This means that your arbitration failed. Now, as you can see, this is a lot of work and a lot of monitoring that cannot be done successfully at human speed, not only because of the volatility, but also because of the competition. Because of this, successful traders use an algorithmic and automated approach. Therefore, it's necessary to use bots for arbitrage. The problem is that the bots that can be found in the market are garbage. Developers who make a successful bot don't want to sell it because they would lose the advantage they have in this race. So in order to be successful in arbitrage, you need to either pay a developer to make a custom-made bot for you according to your specifications, or make it yourself. In addition, you need to have open accounts in different banks and at different money processors. Also, as I mentioned before, it's necessary to have both fiat and crypto on different exchanges at the same time. This is so you don't have to move money around after each transaction. Again, the fees, and so on. Do you remember when I said that I wondered why there was such a high demand for arbitrage videos from non-professional traders? I hope you now understand why. My name is V. Subscribe.